pulse oximeter. Many people have learnt about the pulse oximeter during the COVID-19 outbreak. You or your doctor may have used it to check the oxygen levels in the body. The hemoglobin molecules present in the blood carry oxygen to all parts of the body. If each hemoglobin molecule carries oxygen to its full capacity, then it can be said that oxygen saturation in the body is 100%. But in some diseases and infections related to the lungs, such as asthma, pneumonia, lung cancer, etc., oxygen saturation is likely to decrease. You must have heard or read that oxygen saturation is reduced even in severe cases of COVID-19. The pulse oximeter is an instrument used to measure oxygen saturation in the blood. It also checks the pulse rate. This helps to assess if the respiratory and circulatory functions are normal. Pulse oximeters are used in clinics and homes. But in the ICU of a hospital, probes are used, whose wires are connected to a monitor. The saturation reading can then be seen on the monitor. Let us see how a pulse oximeter is used at home or in a clinic. First of all, make sure that the pulse oximeter is working properly. Pulse oximeters from different companies may vary in design. Read the instruction manual that accompanies the device carefully. A pulse oximeter is also called a probe. Clean the probe pad with an alcohol swab before use. Ask the patient to clean his or her hands too. Switch on the pulse oximeter and lightly press the device as shown. The mouth of the probe will open on the other side. Now clip it onto the index finger of the patient. You will see the pulse indicator start on the screen. In the next few moments, oxygen saturation and pulse rate reading will be displayed on the screen. SpO2 refers to oxygen saturation and HR or PR stands for heart rate or pulse rate. Remove the probe once the reading is stable and record the reading on the case paper. The oxygen saturation is written as a percentage by putting a percentage sign in front of the SpO2 reading. For example, SpO2 is 98% for this patient. Disinfect the probe immediately after removing it from the patient's finger. 95% to 100% oxygen saturation is normal. It is important to inform the doctor or nurse if saturation is below 95%. If oxygen saturation is less than 90%, it is considered a medical emergency. In such a situation, do not delay informing the doctor. A pulse oximeter gives the pulse rate reading as well. But all the same, check the pulse rate with the help of your fingers. How is this done? Watch the video, checking the pulse rate to learn. What should be done if nothing is seen on the indicator or no reading is found after clipping the probe on the finger? Check if the battery and pulse oximeter are working. Ensure that the probe fits properly on the finger. If not, clip it onto another finger. Inform the nurse or the doctor if a reading is still not visible. Check the patient's temperature. If the patient's hands are cold, ask him or her to rub his or her hands and then clip the probe back on his or her finger. Remember, never soak or immerse the pulse oximeter in water or in any other fluid. While checking oxygen saturation, there should be no nail polish, long nails or mehndi on the hands.